Hello, friends, and welcome back to King's Quest 6. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're enjoying life, and I'm happy to have you here with me. And if things aren't going so well, that's okay too. Hopefully, we can have a good time and get your mind off things. And what better way to start this episode with talking to Jalo? Let's give him a quick chat real quick. Oh, we're gonna need to bump up that speed. I remembered I lowered it for the Minotaur. Think that should be good?
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Well, allow me to introduce myself, Jalo, so we can be friends and not strangers.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and...
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, the Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jalo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. She needs the time to heal, and she's safe enough in a room, I suppose. The Wazir has been warning the guards about some threat to her, some stranger in the land. But I think he's just... Wait a minute. Prince Alexander, you must be the threat he was talking about. Oh, you're in danger. The Wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. Oh, I don't know how, but he must have.
I haven't exactly been discreet, I'm afraid.
Alexander, this is serious. Alhazred will never let you get close to Cassima now. He doubled the castle guard, probably to make sure you keep out. Gadzooks! Oh, it's too bad there isn't some way to convince Alhazred that you've left the islands or even died. If he thought you were out of the way, you might be able to get close enough to...
What an interesting thought. Tell me more about this genie.
The genie's name is Shamir Shamazel. Alhazred brought Shamir with him when he came to this kingdom. Shamir probably won't directly threaten you, but that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. He can be a terrible trickster and an ingenious spy. It's too bad we can't get our hands on Shamir's lamp. If we had that lamp, Alhazred and all of our problems would be solved. Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
You would wish to be master of such a wicked creature?
Oh, Shamir isn't necessarily evil. Genies never are, you know. They only reflect their owner's heart, for good or ill. Alhazred is hardly a shining example for an impressionable genie.
So how do you propose we go about getting Shamir's lamp?
What? Oh, Prince Alex, I was only dreaming. I mean, the lamp is heavily guarded. It would be easier to steal Alhazred's own trousers while he's wearing them than it would be to get that lamp.
But surely a clown's hands are quick and agile.
Well, yes, they are, as a matter of fact. But then the theft would be detected almost immediately. And then... my poor neck.
If the theft were detected.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, there might be a slim chance, but only that. If you could find a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I might be able to make the swap. I alone might get close enough. But I couldn't tell you what to look for. I caught a glimpse of it only once. I would know it if I saw it again, but to say I cannot.
Well, I'll just have to see what I can do.
Good luck to you then, Prince Alex. I really must be going back to the castle. I don't think I'll be able to come back here. If we were spied on, well, it's too high a risk. I hope you understand. If I see Cassima, I'll tell her I saw you. If you do ever make it to the castle, look me up. And do be careful, friend.
I will. Goodbye, Jalo. Thanks for all your help.
Well, flying flitmice, we made a friend and a possible ally. Jalo to save the day. Whoa, Jalo, hate to see you leave, but love to watch you go, buddy. So we got a lot of information there. Gotta look out for the Shamir's lamp. Shamir could be a good guy. He also doesn't trust the vizier. We learned about Cassima's Nightingale, and maybe if Vizier and Shamir thought we were dead, things would be a little easier, huh? Alright. I remember late in the game we are going to be casting spells. So, I want to brush up on what we need for all the magicalness. Magic paint, swamp ooze, got it. No River of Styx yet, but I believe we have a black horse feather. We have a feather, I know that. I'll have to look at that. And what else do we have? Make rain spell. A few drops of salt water, not from the sea. I think our baby tears will help there. 1 vial of sacred water, we just got that. Falling water. Could that be rain? Well, we're making rain, so I don't know. And see what else we have. Charming a creature of the night spell. A skull full of hot oak embers. We have the skull. Bit of sulfur. A strand of a pure-hearted maiden's hair. Okay. Things are coming together. Well, let's mosey on down here. And right here we have our Nightingale friend. Could it possibly be Cassima's Nightingale?
Hello, little Nightingale. Of what do you sing?
The Nightingale only looks at Alexander curiously and continues to sing.
Of what do you sing? It is singing. Could it possibly be
The
sing?
Nightingale sings her crystalline song in the boughs of the old tree. The Nightingale looks at Alexander curiously, as though waiting for something.
Well, let's see if we can give sing something.
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the Nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the Nightingale that Jalo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cassima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cassima to his presence on the Isles.
Our own little messenger of love.
And grabs the ring.
Yes.
She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cassima.
Girl in the tower.
Sing. What What have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here then, on this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle
From
as
the distance,
easily as
I'm
you.
here, my love.
Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
Ooh. So we have our own little mail service here. I'll call it the Nightingale Express. Let's see what she gave us.
The little bird makes a delivery.
Pick that up.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cosima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
Oh. Let's take a look.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest red velvet. A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon. Alexander examines the red ribbon and finds a strand of long black hair.
Could that be the hair we need for the spell?
The strand of hair from the red ribbon is the color of midnight. Alexander can only hope that it belongs to his true love.
And the feather.
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember if that's the feather we need or not.
Alexander has a love poem from a book in the bookshop.
Well, I think a love poem could also be a lovely gift here.
Alexander holds out the love poem, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cosima.
It must be, for we believe in love.
Grabs the love poem and takes it towards the castle.
Sing Sing, my sweet, you bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you.
All right, Sing Sing, don't take credit for our poem, King of the Nightingales.
Return to you. Take this to him while he waits. Hurry, my fleet one.
All right, she liked our poem.
The little bird makes a delivery.
All right, let's see what we have.
It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense. Do nothing to try to get to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cosima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing. No words of love, only friendly concern. Friend. Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Oh, I've been there, Prince Alexander, over-analyzing the communication between somebody you deeply care about. But I will say, I'm kind of touched by her words, that she's worried about us and she believes in her own strength to overcome her own situation. Gotta respect a woman like that. But there's little we can do here now, so let us use our map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
We have a new area to explore, and that is Isle of the
Alexander feels a
Mists.
strange pulling sensation.
What Sierra dangers and puzzles await us here? Ooh, definitely has some eerie music.
East come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Drums and chanting, eh? Give a quick save. Misty land. Let's see what's around.
The ocean is only visible for a few feet before it becomes shrouded in mist. The island's trees are gnarled and eerie looking. Grayish moss growing fervently in the damp, sun-blocking mist coats the trees' knobby branches. Alexander is standing on the beach of a shrouded island. From here, two paths lead into the island, one to the northwest and one to the northeast. Weird, gnarled trees and rolling mists add to the island's eerie atmosphere.
All right. I think we should go west. All right.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Well, things are looking a little run down, a little shabby. Maybe not want to run into those people just yet. But they're not home, so let's look around.
A communal fire pit occupies a place of honor in the center of the little village. The fire pit, naturally enough, contains coal. The coals are cold. That's odd, because Alexander definitely smells the smoke of an open fire close by.
Well, that won't help with our magic spell, but it should help with another matter.
Alexander reaches into the fire pit and takes a lump of coal. A wooden-handled scythe hangs against a bearskin on one of the tree houses.
Well, that's definitely sticking out from all the other scenery, so I think we can grab that.
Alexander takes the scythe.
It's just like old animations when you see
Come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
when you see background art and then something is just, it looks a little different and you can tell that like the characters or somebody is going to interact with that. Let's see what else we have.
Steps lead up to the treehouse's entrance. The steps are sheltered by a worn animal hide. As Alexander peers into the dark entryway, he can make out a well-bolted wooden door. Alexander is standing in a small village. Arranged around him in a circle are houses built into the hollows of huge trees. In the center of the village is a fire pit. A horned animal skull is on display in the center of the village. Based on its central location, it may perhaps serve as ceremonial protection against danger. Alexander is standing in a small village.
Okay, well, I don't think we should barge in just yet. We don't know these people. Don't know what to expect.
From the northeast come...
But we did get some coal. And if you remember,
Alexander
somebody
pulls out with the magic
specifically wants some coal, or at least two people are fighting over coal. So we're going to go back to the Isle of Wonder
Alexander feels a strange
to
pulling
possibly end the fighting between the queens. The queens of Chessland, or I forget the exact title of it. Everyone still friendly here? All right, just checking in. Ooh, this looks new.
There's a small bottle on the coffee table. It bears a label that reads, "Drink me."
Ah, even more Alice in Wonderland, eh?
Alexander picks up the bottle.
I'm gonna be honest, I forget what that does. If I know my Alice in Wonderland, it would shrink me, I think. Alice, Alex, drinky drink. Let's test that out. I may die, but it's always fun to see some Sierra deaths. I just need a good reminder of what happens here.
Alexander decides to swallow the potion in the bottle labeled "Drink Me" to see what happens. Suddenly, his vision fades to black. His lungs become too heavy to breathe. His heartbeat slows.
Whoa! He's raving. Oh, too much raving. He's down.
Then beats no more.
Alex? You okay, buddy?
Suddenly, his heart takes a lurch, then beats strong.
He's coming back. He's coming back with the strength of 100 men.
His chest heaves like that of a newborn. His vision clears, and Alexander feels fine.
Phew. For a minute there, I thought, what if someone else had seen me and thought, zounds!
Zounds indeed, Prince Alexander. I think we know what to do there. That is a good way of convincing somebody that we died. All right, I restored it. Drink me. We got it. Okay, so we'll use that later. But now we know what it does. and knowing is half the battle. Back in the glory of chessland, here come the queens.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal time contemplating something else. The lump of coal shall be sent to the Castle of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
No, it shan't.
Yes, it shall.
If the coal is sent in your name, I shall royally decree a ban on all red on this isle.
You do, and I shall royally decree that white shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
You wouldn't dare!
Oh, wouldn't I?
Oh, it's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Well, you don't seem keen on sharing, so how about you each have your own lump of coal?
I found the two of you another lump of coal so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Oh, let me see! A lump of coal! And what a beauty it is, too! Oh, marvelous! Now we can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one.
Quite right. That settles everything.
As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
Let me see that lump of coal, Your Highness.
It is a beauty, isn't it?
Why, it's bigger than my lump of coal.
Uh-oh.
Let me have it immediately.
Over my dead body, Your Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen.
I demand you exchange with me immediately.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Boo! All right, well, we'll leave them to their bickering, as sometimes siblings do. Don't mind me, babies. I won't make you cry this time. All right, I think that's everything for the Isle of Wonder. I think it's complete. I may come back. Who knows? Not me. I think I'm done. But we have other islands to go to.
Pulls out.
So, next on our list should be Isle of the
Alexander
Beasts.
feels
We
a
haven't done much
strange
there.
burning sensation.
We grabbed our little hanging friend. We threw in the iceberg lettuce. And we grabbed a brick. That's what we've done. I think we can do more here. Let's give another save. We beastin' now. I think I can cross over. That's really why I saved. Not sure if I have to recool that. No, we're good. We're good. Life is grand. All right. So this is as far as we went last time. Because we got a little Watchy McGee over here.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow.
All right. I say we must be able to defend ourselves. Luckily, we have a shield right here.
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case. The magic arrow
Oh, heck
completely
yeah.
shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander.
All right. We survived the deadly gate. And now we can enjoy this beautiful garden. What do we have here? What's growing here?
Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked.
Well, I think we can pick one of these roses.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
A beautiful white rose. And our path is
The
blocked.
hedges have grown magically together to block the path forward.
Okay. I think we can just simply cut those bad boys down.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light. He's through.
Hello, friend.
Who dares enter Beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
Oh,
I suppose
you have a point
it is
there.
simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well,
No.
for the
Handsome
face
man with long flowing
it
locks.
is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Oh, the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... if you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
This poor cursed prince doesn't think he can be loved. Can we prove him wrong? Let's save it and say, time for love, Dr. Jones. And we'll leave it there. Sorry to end it on another cliffhanger that we could potentially be cursed, turned into a beastly monster. And, maybe getting our own Disney movie. Who knows? Anything can happen. That is on the next episode. So I hope you can join me, friends. I'll see you then.